I'm gonna be fucking real with you. This is about the third time I've done this goddamn intro because something keeps fucking up every time I do it. So I'm not gonna reduce the noise in the background. I'm not gonna normalize it beyond this. So this intro is gonna be fucked to hell, but whatever. That's kind of the day I'm having editing because I also made a big boo-boo in the Mario segment where I left my Chrome audio on. Everything's going really well today while I'm editing. So, hey, anyway, welcome to episode 7 of Friend of Me Fire. We got a lot to talk about today. Like I just said, the Mario 3D All-Stars announcement. Kind of talk about that. We talk about PlayStation bringing more games to PC. And, hey, if you like Bomberman and have a Stadia, why? Other than that, they're getting a new game mode, which is a Bomberman Battle Royale that I kind of always wanted, but not buying a Stadia. So, there's that. A big shout out to our patrons, JR. Thank you for joining the patron family. I love you. We have Matt Bleckinger, who is a hero, along with Christopher Sullivan, also a hero, being our, champions of the show. Viva la JD of the Smack It Down podcast. Everyone go download that. And my man's One Up John, twitch.tv/OneUpJohn and youtube.com/OneUpJohn. Great content there. Guys, thank you for sticking with me. And I'm just having quite a day editing this goddamn podcast. I mean, Billiam is editing this podcast. Billiam's fault. Let's blame everything on Billiam. All right, guys, I will see you later.
No, go fuck yourself.
Okay, well, I really wish you were nice to me, just once.
Every time I'm nice to you, you're extra shitty to me, so I've given up trying.
No, I'm not! It's because I know something's coming right after. It's like, oh, Kev, you're actually, not that bad of a guy, if everyone else was fucking nuked off the earth. You'd be okay.
I don't do that, though. When I'm nice, I'm actually nice.
I'm exaggerating a lot, but it is what it is.
I'm generally just nice to Tina, even though she hates me.
I'm nice to Tina, and she hates me, but she's marrying me. But here we are.
Yeah.
So
no one ever said she was smart. Well,
no, she's much smarter than me. I don't know. Somebody has to kill spiders, and it ain't gonna be me. Well, it is me. So, all right, I gotta do a little intro rant about something, right?
Oh, the rant is at the beginning.
No,
okay.
Oh, yeah, because there's no topic on this. It's just my fucking experience. So, by the way, guys, hi, welcome, Friend of Me Fire. What are we on? 7?
7, boy.
I can't count. That's a lucky number. This is an unlucky talk. All right, see my little...
That's the highest number he can count to.
I have more than 7 fingers, thank you. Do you see this controller, Aaron?
Not soon.
No.
That's an Xbox controller.
It is. You notice how it's not a first-party one, because I'm a cheap bastard, right?
Cheap as fuck.
So, I got my Game Pass machine. My buddy gave me a controller to go with it. That controller doesn't work, because he has attack dogs, and they must have gotten a hold of it. So, can't use that controller. So I went out. I got a
good free thing.
Right. So I went out, got a third-party controller. I was like, whatever. It could be wired. It's only 2 feet in front of me. I don't really give a shit, right? And it uses. I don't have something else to see it with me, but it uses a micro USB cable, a universal cable, right? Something like Android phones used to use. Whatever. Micro USBs around. Following that
I'm
part.
listening. I'm following.
Okay.
I'm right here.
All right. I'm making sure because this is
step by step.
They
can't
figure this out.
We are linked psychically.
So anyway, I get this controller, and I'm like, all right, it uses a micro USB cable, but the plug is kind of in there just a bit. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I noticed this controller that uses a universal cable has a fucking tab in the slot. I'm like, why is this tab in the slot? So it has a micro USB cable that came with the controller that has a little track in it, and you can only use their fucking USB cable. What up, girl? We're ranting.
He's reenacting how him and Tina have sex.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, I fucking get this USB cable. I'm like, I can't use any other universal cable on this controller except your universal cable. This is all getting picked up, and I'm keeping it in the fucking intro. I'm not cutting that out of the intro. I'm just not. I'm not cutting any of this out.
You have to cut out the first thing.
Oh, that I am, yes. So anyway,
you have to cut out your thing.
Yeah. So anyway, I had to go out, what I tried to do is I tried to fucking cut that little tab out, and I ended up fucking up the whole controller because why does it have that fucking tab? It's a universal cord. So anyway, I bought this one, which is nice, and it has you'll never see it. A nice micro. Look, no tab in the thing, so I can use any wire I want. Why the fuck is that? Why is that so fucking hard? So anyway, Power A is a brand that I bought it from. I'm never using a fucking Power A controller again because I didn't realize they were going to be cunts about it.
More like Power F because they're freaking F tier, the damn bitches.
Damn, dude. But I got this one, and you can make it any color you want, and I can make it pink because, you know, I do that.
Prove it.
I gotta, like, get a cable, Aaron, really? Like, are we doing this right now? We already took, like, a half hour to get the fucking thing started. And you're eating during the cast.
ASMR podcast.
No, I don't want that. You're a dick. Anyway, so,
No.
Oh, please don't do that ever again. So, anyway, I just had to talk about that because I didn't realize what a pain in the ass the sex box was going to be. But here we are.
I could have told you that.
Well, like, I could have bought a first-party controller, but I don't want to fucking spend the money, because I'm literally using this thing for, like, Game Pass, and that is it.
Well, Game Pass sucks, bro.
It does not, actually.
Yeah,
so,
you're right.
Here's the deal. I'm saying this, even though I love Fall Guys, I would rather pay for Game Pass and Xbox Live than PS Plus right now, still.
But Fall Guys, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I already have it, so I'm good.
Have you gotten that W yet?
No.
I'm super mad.
Why?
You know the voice actress / YouTuber I like all the time? I talk about Brizzy Voices, Anna Brisbane.
Yeah.
Second day playing Fall Guys. Literally, like, on the first day she only played for, like, 2 hours.
Okay.
She got her first win already.
Fuck that!
I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This is
that's horseshit. That's horseshit.
Like, I just popped open her stream randomly because I think it was like after you had ended and I didn't follow your raid for whatever reason.
Because you're a dick. I get it. It's fine.
Yeah, I hate you. It's fine. I was only in class.
Yeah, whatever. So you're watching Twitch in class. Wow, Aaron.
No, I put it on in the background, bro.
Wow, Aaron. Way to be a good student.
What I actually do is listen to baby metal videos during class.
You should not be doing that, Aaron.
Don't tell me how to live my life. You're not my mother.
All right, that's fair.
But yeah, I was super freaking mad about it. I was like, this is bull. I haven't even gotten my first win. But I'm bad, so it's fine.
Well, like, so I love Fall Guys, but the one thing everyone's been saying is, like, how long is that appeal going to last? Like, because it's kind of a little party game. Once you do all the games, like, enough times, you kind of got it. I'm kind of in that right now, but, like, I hope they add more games.
They will.
Yeah.
They will. I'm sure they will. They're not dumb.
No, they're not dumb. And honestly, like, I don't know. I don't do a lot of online games, but, like, it being free helped.
Yeah.
Because, like,
sure.
I never had an interest in PUBG, but I'm like, well, it's free, so.
I still probably won't play that. I'll just play Fortnite, because the new Fortnite season is dope.
We gotta play that, please.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it right now. Let's fuck the podcast. Let's go play.
No, you already fucked it one day. It's fine. But actually, it's glad we fucked it.
That was your fault.
Because, well, whatever. So we, like, because that Mario thing happened, so we can actually talk about that.
Yeah, dude. I was just planning ahead. I used me as an excuse. I took the bullet so our podcast would be better.
Wow. Now I have to rush and get it up today. No, that was great of you. Thanks. So
I am a wonderful person. I am a philanthropist.
Speaking of being a full-on rapist, Aaron, what have you been playing?
What?
You never saw that? You never saw that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I don't watch that show.
All right, so essentially Charlie's an idiot, and they're like, tell her you're a philanthropist, and he can't pronounce it, so the girl's like, what do you do? He goes, I'm a full-on rapist. And they're just like, no, Charlie, no! Just as a statement, Aaron is not a full-on rapist, so that's fine.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for actually standing up for me for one time in your entire life.
I was quoting a show. I didn't think I had to... Don't take it seriously. So anyway.
Dude, this is the internet. Everything we say is taken seriously.
Whoa.
That's getting clipped. That one part that you called me that's going to get clipped.
And then they're going to clip you laughing about it, so it looks like you're just like, whatever.
That's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be game over.
Fucking wait.
The door, dog.
So
all right, so what have I played? What have I done?
You start the show.
Sushi Ghost of Tsushima Ghostness.
Remember that time you were going to like, oh, hey, Kevin, we'll play it together, and then you started without me?
I had started it before we played it together.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And then I stopped playing because I was like, Kev, let's play it so we can talk about it. And then you started playing it without me because you're a monster.
No, because I thought you already started.
You're way ahead of me now.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
I haven't so I've gotten to, let's see, I did the first gimmick. I recruited Archer Lady.
Taya?
Not what?
Is her name Taya or something?
No, I'm thinking. I don't know why I called her Archer Lady, because you have the Archer guy, and then the lady that you're also supposed to recruit there, Lady Masenko or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Whose voice actress is actually the voice actress of Amy Wong on Futurama.
Sold.
And a lot of other things. I love her. What else? Then I got the group of mercenaries to join me.
Okay.
I got the Strikey Strike.
The Strike of Heaven or whatever.
Yeah.
That move is overpowered as fuck.
It really is, dude. It breaks like every guard.
Yeah.
It's insane. And I think that's it. I did the mercenary thing and then I stopped there.
That's all you've been playing?
So, I'm really not the far. No, I've played other things. I was just saying that's about where I am at. I won't go on that rant yet. I got
What?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 yesterday.
The Dark Souls of skateboarding games.
The Dark Souls of skateboarding games, dude. It's so hard. Like, I can't believe that like they made it into an action adventure game where you have to get off your skateboard and fight big giant monsters.
Whoa. It's crazy
It's
that
absolutely insane.
It's crazy that Tony Hawk didn't even know how to skateboard. They just made that game and they had to like learn as he went. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Life's
Also,
crazy.
I noticed you're wearing blue and I'm wearing red. That worked out wonderfully.
Yeah, obviously we're like
Whoa.
geniuses.
Is Bob Burnquist still in Tony Hawk?
I don't know. I haven't looked at anything.
Bob Burnquist is way better than Tony Hawk. I'm basing this off nothing.
I literally just played as Tony Hawk because it was the default, and I was just trying to play some of the levels because I haven't played the game in so long. But it's really fun. It is really, really nice. Honestly.
Didn't they already remake this game like once?
No, I don't think so.
I thought on like PS3 and 360 they were like, "Here's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2X or whatever."
I don't remember this at all.
Oh,
I'm gonna be real. I don't have as much nostalgia as other people because my first Tony Hawk was actually 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I never really played it until 4, and it was literally only because you could unlock Jango Fett as a character. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this.
2 is better because you could be Spider-Man. So.
Yeah, I'm hearing. I don't know if you can or can't in this version.
Bullshit!
Not, I'm
If
assuming.
they don't, oh my god, that'd be so dumb.
But rights are a thing now, so.
Yeah. Who published this game?
Activision. Activision on there, yeah.
Oh, they don't have the Spider-Man rights anymore. That's right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it, me. All right. Well,
So
I hope.
probably not.
Man, if I can't, then I don't even want it because that's the only
I
reason
know
I care.
someone. I know someone 100%ed it and didn't get it, but they didn't do all the gaps. And I think in the original, you had to do all the gaps to get Spider-Man.
Then how do you 100% it if you don't get everything?
Like 100%, like platinum the game, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
And I don't think the gaps are part of it, or like you unlocked everything that was like. I don't know. The gaps are like a separate thing, so.
Weird.
Yeah, but no, it's actually really fun. I had a lot of fun. I only played it for a couple hours last night because I had to do some homework, so I had to get off. But it was fun. I enjoyed it.
What's the rant though?
Oh, it's not on that. It's on something else. I haven't gotten there yet.
Fuck. I'm excited. I want to know.
Still played a little bit of baseball and UFC because I need like games that I'm decent at that stress relievers because this week of school's been hell.
UFC 3.
And then, yeah, 3,
Okay.
not the newest one. I'm too poor.
I'm not buying the new one until I know the grappling is good. They changed all the controls also.
Did they?
So yeah, so like if you're used to the 3 controls, I looked at the like a picture of the controls. I was like, that's way
Completely
different. Yeah, I'm like, all right, I don't want this.
And then the rant's gonna be so. I'm not a huge football fan. I'm a baseball fan. Last year I got Madden 20 super late for like $15, but I joined a couple leagues, and I was having fun with it. It was really fun. One of my friends went in half with me so I could get Madden 21 pretty early. I got it a couple days ago, so it's been out for about a week, but like it's still pretty early. The earliest I've ever gotten Madden in its life cycle, by far. And I'm in 2 leagues that were like carryovers from last games, and I'm really excited to play them because the little bit I played a little bit offline, and the gameplay overall is way better. Like, if you play them back to back, you can actually see the difference in gameplay. Like, it's way better The problem is, when you start playing online, this game is a fucking mess. My first game online, I got to fucking halftime.
Okay.
Both me and the person I was playing, because it was actually my cousin, the game just froze.
Cool.
Like the background, everything was still moving. It was as if like some person paused it and it didn't register for the other person, but it happened to both of us. And we couldn't pause it, we couldn't hit timeout, we couldn't do anything. We had to exit out of the game to continue playing. Then my second game online, the kick meter for kicking extra points and field goals and stuff. So basically it's a meter that starts here, it goes up, you click it for how much power, and then on the way back down, you click it for accuracy.
Right.
It starts going up, it froze here, and then all of a sudden appeared at the top, and then started coming down, froze, unfroze, disappeared, and then was past the accuracy.
Cool.
And it did that 3 times in the matter of like 10 minutes. Then randomly, on just random times throughout the game. So I don't know how much you know about football, but there's a penalty for delay of game.
I know
Clock.
the rules.
Yeah, so the play clock runs out, delay of game, you lose 5 yards. Replay of the down. Every so often, and it started happening even more and more throughout the game, it would just freeze on the playbook, and you couldn't choose a play, you couldn't time out, you couldn't pause it until the play clock ran out, and then you got an automatic penalty. And that was the only way for the game to continue.
Huh.
Like, this game, the gameplay itself is actually really good overall. I'm enjoying it. I think it's way better. But I got this game to play online leagues, and if they can't fucking fix their game, like, this is a mess. And I don't want to hear anyone say, oh, your connection's bad, you have bad internet. All my shit's hardwired. I can fucking stream, talk on Discord, and play an online game all at the same time with no effing issues. And you're going to tell me playing Madden online is going to be more fucking strenuous than all 3 of those things at the same time?
Yep.
Like, it's definitely not my internet. And I actually ran my internet last night, like, tested it while this was happening to make sure, and I was fine. I was actually having better internet than usual.
Well, at least you're coming in clear today, so.
Yeah.
It's got to be
internet's,
something.
I said the internet's fine. It's the game. The game is just a mess.
I've heard a lot of people say it's like on fire.
Like so. It's so stupid because they actually upgraded. Like they made smart choices for the gameplay. The gameplay is better. 100%. I can say the gameplay is better from what I've played. But the online is just fucking stupid. And literally, if they don't fix it in their first patch, or at least make steps to where I can actually get through a fucking game without it just freezing and giving me random bullshit penalties that cost me the game. Because I wound up losing that game literally because I missed 2 extra points because of the kicking meter. I missed a field goal because of the kicking meter. And then one of the times it froze and I got a delay of game, I was fourth down with 1 yard to the field goal, and it brought me back to 4th and 6, which made it way harder for me because I'm a lot better at being closer in the red zone. And it basically just fucked me out of the game.
So you got fucked.
So stupid.
So it's not like servers. It's just the game itself is bad.
Maybe it's the servers. I can't tell you. I don't make games. I don't know why. Like I said,
okay.
It's probably servers, honestly, because it's the online portion of the game. Okay. But like, if you've had it work so well for Madden 20, why all of a sudden is Madden 21 just straight garbage?
Well, so because I've seen a lot of people like complaining about it, but like, have you played enough offline to know?
I've played 2 games offline, and the only thing that's consistent between online and offline is the kicking meter still lags. Why the hell does the kicking meter lag offline?
That is weird. Have you tried? All right, random. Maybe try this just for funsies. See, like, disconnect your system from the internet and play a game of Madden.
I might have to try that and see if it's...
Because, like, maybe it's doing some weird connected to online thing.
At all times thing, yeah.
Yeah, which would be shitty, but...
It probably really is, though.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering... Because, honestly, why would that...
And I'm not the only one, because my dude who helped me get the game, who loves Madden and would defend it to, like, his death, even said, like, why the hell is... Because it happened to him, too. The kicking meter was lagging during offline games. Which literally makes no sense.
Yeah, it's got to be doing some weird online, unless the game's just a dumpster fire, which is totally possible.
It's possible, dude.
I
am super half tempted to return it because I think I still have a couple days to return it because I got it from Walmart.
Fucking hit it, man.
Because I don't mind losing. Like, obviously, I don't like losing. I'm very competitive.
I have never noticed this about you in my life.
But like, if I lose because I get outplayed or because I mess up, that's cool. I get it. I fucked up. But if I lose or like I can't get through a game because the game is just fucking stupid, I literally did not have fun playing the game last night. I was supposed to play 2 games for leagues because I'm in 2 leagues. After the first one, with how bad the game was, I just said, I'm not playing the second one. This is fucking stupid. I'm done. And I went back to Tony Hawk, which was way more fun and not nearly as much of a mess.
I mean, look, whatever works for you, but like, I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say that like it's a fucking dumpster fire. Yeah. There's a guy I follow. I think his name is the Retro Referee. That's his like persona. He likes to cover a lot of sports games, even like old ones. And I'm gonna try to find it real quick because
I also I haven't tried it yet because I haven't played it, but I heard franchise again because it's not their moneymaker. Well, this is a problem with all sports games nowadays. Nothing's changed. Not a single thing has changed on the franchise mode. It's the exact same franchise mode. At least MLB The Show adds little minor changes to make you think they're caring, but it's absolutely stupid.
So he's been tweeting a lot of stuff about Madden 21, and somebody, I guess his name is Tony O, says, I'm just gonna put on the Elgato thing for people that aren't watching. It says, so in Madden's Face of the Franchise mode, someone played the Miami Dolphins last night for 5 games in a row. That's what the franchise mode. That's what the franchise mode is doing, because it's just a bug. It's a buggy mess.
That's the face of the franchise mode, which is like a career mode, but it's still the same fucking.
But like, why are you playing the same team 5 times in a row?
Yeah.
So interesting.
So stupid.
Yeah. So I guess Madden sucks.
Yeah. Honestly, right now Madden's garbage.
Bring back NFL 2K5. Just saying. I love that game actually a lot. Blitz the League. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do roids and we get hookers and then we fuck over the New York Nightmare, bro.
Let's do it.
I think that's you know what? There's a Blitz 2 on PS3, but I always see it for like at least it's always at least $30. I'm like, I'm not paying for that.
How about we don't emulate it?
Emulate a PS3 game? That's a little difficult.
I do it all the time. I mean, I do not do it all the time.
PS3?
Yeah. I definitely do not play NFL, or not NFL, fucking the college football game that's over $100 on my computer. Yeah. Definitely don't do that.
Yeah, why would you do that?
I would definitely not emulate a game that's way too fucking expensive to buy, even though it's a fun game and I want to play it.
But like, if you were to show me how people would do such an illicit act, like, could you educate me? So if I ever saw someone doing it,
yeah, so you know that it's wrong and you can stop it. I can show you. I know how to do it because I learned, so I could shut down the evil empire.
It's like looking up how to hotwire a car. So if anyone's doing it, you're like, well,
that's not how you start a car. Yeah, that's hot wiring.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. I think this is illegal. I've researched this.
Yeah, I can do that. I can teach you how to make sure you keep people from emulating the evil, dirty sins of video gaming.
You wouldn't want to sin on that. Fucking okay. Anything else you've been playing?
What have you played, Kev? What have you done?
Well, I finished Crash Bandicoot 2, and
overrated.
So you know what? I'm gonna no, hold on. I'm gonna agree with you.
What?
Because that game was like a solid platformer. But the boss fight was like, we've talked about Earthworm Jim, right?
I love Earthworm Jim.
So the boss fight is like those levels where you chase the chicken through the rings. And that is it. I bumped into Cortex 3 times and it was over. That was the boss fight. I remember
you were having trouble at one of the boss fights I watched with the fucking rockets and he was like,
yeah,
you're on the platform.
But I didn't realize
that boss fight just looked stupid. Like, it looked like it was very... Because if you died, like, if you got to the very last, it looked like there was, like, 7 stages, and if you were on the last stage and died, it would put you back to the first beginning.
So it did, but once I realized the mistake I was making, that boss fight went pretty quickly, so it wasn't the worst.
Did it? I didn't see you beat it. I had to go at that point. I think I had class or something.
Yeah, it's not the worst, but, like, It was a.
It's
It
still
wasn't
pretty
the
dumb.
It was
There,
pretty
there
dumb.
should have been checkpoints. If it's like an 8-stage boss fight, there should be checkpoints at like stages like 2, 4, 6, or at least like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Like there should be some checkpoints.
So that happened. It ain't the worst, but like, man, like the art of the boss fight. And I know this is like a old game, like brought back up, but like there are so many games where like the boss fight is just gone. Like there's no like big boss fights anymore. I feel
Well,
like
it depends on the game.
it does depend
you
on
could
the
play
game.
Dark Souls where every fight's a boss fight, and that's
Yeah,
why it's
but-
just such a good
Is
game.
that a good trade-off? Like no boss fights for mega jerk-off boss fights? Like I don't want to fucking. I don't think that's better, but like
I don't know, dude. Fire Emblem has some pretty good boss fights.
Fire Emblem does have pretty good boss fights. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Them bosses can mess you up, especially when you start playing on like maddening difficulty.
Not doing it.
Game
not doing
over,
it.
bro.
Not doing it.
I'm mad Rick wouldn't do maddening difficulty with me.
Well, you know,
I could have helped him through it.
reasons. They
I at least talked him into hard mode. I talked him into hard mode.
you got to work your way up.
Well, hard mode is so like literally, hard mode is basically normal. Like it's still pretty easy if you know what you're doing.
fair. The
Honestly.
so then after that, speaking of no boss fights, I was like, oh, I gotta play something for Savage Squad September month, and I was like, oh, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, it's free, and I've played the first one for our Game of the Month club. I was like,
Yeah,
there's that.
as well.
Forgot that campaign was like a bathroom
10
break
hours.
long. No, it wasn't 10 hours. It says 6, and I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, it's not even that long. For some reason I
Yeah.
thought it was like 8 to 10, but yeah,
No.
it's short. I remember I beat it in a day. I think.
You could beat it in a day, honestly. I had some spots where like I kind of got loaded into a bad spot, and it kind of ruined my spawning, but it wasn't that bad. That being said, I don't know. It was a fun ride. I never liked the multiplayer in that game, but man, the
That
gun.
was my favorite multiplayer. I don't think multiplayer's
I
been
know,
good since
I'm-
that or Black Ops 1.
I'm weird, and I understand a lot of people like it. I just thought it was unbalanced.
Well, that's I think so like most games you want the online to be balanced, but I think like a lot of times the reason unbalanced games aren't fun is because there's like one or two things that are like way too good and then everything else sucks.
Everything
reason-
was too good in Modern Warfare.
That's what I
2.
said. The reason Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2 was actually fun still was you could literally do anything in that
Yeah.
game and it could work. Like
Yeah, but like
it was so much fun.
I don't know. I feel like more times when I play Call of Duty Online, I'm alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead. I'm like, I don't even know what happened, guys. Like, so
Holy crap! I already have 10 kills and 10 deaths.
I was like,
and I haven't even shot the gun once.
did I play this game? Like, I didn't know. So,
I miss the running around knifing people while
that was
other people
bullshit.
were noob
Fucking
tubing.
here's everything. It's either noob tube or double model 1887s with sleight of hand, marathon, and
Dog,
commando.
I miss when shotguns were a secondary weapon.
Yeah, I was like, this seems a little overpowered. So fuck
I
that.
go from my SCAR to double shotguns. Beautiful time.
Yeah, those are my sidearms. 2 fucking lever-handled rifles. I was like, I don't think this is real. So, whatever. Modern Warfare 2,
MW2 is the best.
it was fine. I do like Call of Duty, but I'm not like a diehard. I stop buying it every year.
I stopped playing after I think it was Black Ops 2 was my last one. And it's not that Black Ops 2 was bad. I just stopped caring. I started doing other things and
I don't know. I started playing. I remember one day at the game store, like everyone was like, you know what? We should all play Call of Duty online. I was like, yeah, why not? And we never did. But I bought like all the last gen Call of Duties for like $12 total.
I was like, they're so cheap, and people still play the old ones, so why not?
Well, the thing is, you get like, at least in the original release, like the Modern Warfare 2 was just a campaign that they put up for free. But like, you get a campaign. What you had online when online was there, you have a split screen mode, whether it be zombies or Spec Ops or
Yeah.
one-on-one
And
death.
honestly,
You get shit for it.
the campaigns, though they were never like groundbreaking most of the time, they were decent. They were never awful.
They weren't awful, but I did feel like a lot of it was just like obscure your America objective, do the thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
what's the story here? And then I was like, oh, that General Shepard is a bad guy, and that was it. Like that was the only thing I liked. It was like, yeah, okay,
That's all you need.
yeah. And I stabbed him in the eye. It was cool. Threw a
love
knife
that.
at him. No, that clip that Stitch made where I'm like getting this fucking square out. Did you see that, or were you not there?
I didn't watch it.
I was like
I
trying to
saw
hit
clips
square
of
as
it.
much as I can, and then it just looks like me and the camera going like fucking hitting it. Fucking Stitch, I love that guy. What else have I been playing? So I did that. I have been playing Ghost of Tsushima. it's like a B tier game for me right now.
B?
For two reasons. I really, really need that combat to be better. Like
the combat is fine.
No.
The only complaint you can
fine.
have with the combat is literally there's no lock on, and
Right.
they did that on purpose.
I get that, and that's cool that they were going for it. But like half the time, I feel like I'm fighting somebody, and then I know where somebody just comes up and yeets behind me, and I'm
you
not
realize
ready.
if you had a lock on, that still wouldn't change the fact that if you're facing someone attacking you from behind will get you.
But like
maybe just pay attention to all your surroundings.
Maybe, but like I feel like the camera's never helping me in that way. Where like somebody's just like I'm fighting somebody that I know where they're just like I'm here, and I'm like oh shit, and then the other
You gotta pay attention.
I get it. It's gonna come to me. I'm understanding. I'm not. This isn't my final grade of the game. I'm not even done with it yet. For all I know, I can get a perk or something that makes it better, or I become more used to the combat. Like Witcher, I thought it was kind of loose and floaty, but then I got real good at it. The only other thing is that I hate that there's like the hit detector that's a red X. Because in my mind I go, oh, I hold L1 and hit X because that's an X mark. But it's like L1 and circle, and then I'm like, fuck. I always fuck that up.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
There's like, I think it's when a spear guy's coming to hit you, it like flashes a red X, like to dodge.
I never noticed that was an X. I just know it was I just saw a red mark. I never noticed an X.
It's an X, and I always in my mind, my brain goes, Kev see X, Kev hit L1 and X, but it's L1 and circle. I'm like, fuck, damn it, every time. So
I just see red and know that I can't block it, so I dodge.
Yeah. Other than that, it's still a good game, but I feel like the story's kind of like simple. It's just like kill the Mongolians, and there's other stuff under building. But because there's so much to do, I'm like, what story was this part of? Like, trying to connect.
I will say the one thing that like, there's a lot of story and a lot of lore going into it, which you can explore, but you also don't have to. But like, it's still I understand what you mean where it can get confusing, because like I was confused at first when I helped Lady almost find her brother, but then she had to move to a different area to go find him, and then like that stopped becoming part of the main quest, and that was like her own side quest. And then like I helped, like the main quest was to help, I think it's like Lady Masako, something like that. Yeah. I don't remember her name honestly. And then like once you help her, her quest becomes a side quest, and you've recruited her, but like it doesn't really explain that very well to you. I will agree that kind of is a little confusing. Like, they don't explain what's side story, what's main quest. All you know is you need to recruit people and save your uncle, I think it is.
Right. So, I'm not... It's like, I don't know. I'm not really in it for the story, believe it or not. Like, it's just kind
of... Kev not caring about a story? What a surprise.
Okay, fuck you. No, it's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, it's not the strongest story, but the gameplay is so goddamn good.
It's not the strongest story yet. I think it's one of those things that it's going to build, and I think it's going to get a little better. Yeah. I also think if you really care about story, like someone like me who actually super cares about stories and everything.
I care about stories.
But you don't care about, like, every little detail of a story.
No, I care about main stories. That's the thing. Like, I can't be bogged down with everything.
I say, for me, I'm going to really like this game as I get more into it, because I think the side stories... It's going to be one of those games where the side stories are really, really good, because the side stories are bringing out a lot of, like, the dude's past and, like, his past interactions with some of these people and then their pasts. And it's really adding a lot to the narrative, and it's making you understand the characters more. But if you don't do those and you go through the main story, it's going to make the main story probably more bland. I think this game was made for people who want to go do the side stuff before continuing the main story. So I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, so I am doing side missions because you get a lot of cool shit from doing them.
Yes, you do.
So I am doing it. Like, I normally don't do side missions in games because I always feel like I'm not getting a meaningful reward for it. Like,
yeah, this game, it really feels like you do.
This one you do, and then the other game, believe it or not, was Tom Clancy's Wildlands. Or Ghost Recon Wildlands. That game was awesome. I haven't played that one. It's a giant open world. It's got your Ubisoft map barf on it. But the thing is, it's like, okay, I have an M4A1. Where do I get a sight for it? And it goes, do this mission and you'll get a holographic sight. Do this and you'll get a suppressor. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go do that.
So basically the exact same thing as Tsushima, where it's really like, if you do this mission, you'll get basically extra points, and you'll get
Yes.
this armor, or you'll
Right.
get this weapon, or
And it makes
Which
you feel
I
like,
did.
okay, this is important to
it's
do.
worth it. Yeah,
Right.
it's worth it to do it, because like I could beat the game without it, but like the Heavenly Strike we talked about, it kind of like shows it almost as a main mission because like you stumble upon it.
Yeah.
I think you automatically always stumble upon it.
Yeah.
But it technically is a side mission, introducing a whole level of side missions. But like, it's definitely worth it to do because that move is so.
It was like a
broken.
main mission to show you that side missions exist.
Yeah,
So
and it was so worth it.
it is worth it. I will say a lot of the armor, the only piece that really seems to matter is your actual armor. Like the headpiece doesn't seem to matter.
No, the headpiece seems to be very. So far, I haven't seen any stat difference. Like it's just the mask. Those are just cosmetic, but the armor itself is what matters because those have different things that do different things.
So I'm only using the I forget what armor I just put on. I think a traveler armor, but I'm using
The traveler one's good.
I use the hat that covers my whole face, so I look like Pyramid Head. That's kind of what I feel like I look like.
Yeah.
So
I match because I have a bunch of headbands from doing different haikus and stuff.
Mhm.
So I match the headband to the armor. Whatever color the armor is, I try to find a headband that matches it.
I will say the following the birds is difficult sometimes. The foxes aren't so bad, but like I'll find a bird.
Once
and
you get used to it, because if you see a bird, it'll never leave your general area. You just gotta find where it is, and then once you find it, it's pretty easy to follow. You get used to it. I the first two or three, I had a lot of trouble following, and the first fox I had trouble following because the first one I found was like you had to go down these rocks and jump across a waterfall.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that I was like okay, and I fell the first time.
Yeah, there was
but
it
it gets easier.
There was a side quest where like I didn't know where to go. I think I had to find the tree with white flowers or something on that.
Yeah.
Or
I
white
remember
leaves.
that one.
And I was like, I didn't know that I could like Assassin's Creed jump on a branch. I was like, where the fuck do I go?
Yeah.
So
I
like,
remember that one.
yeah. So then I learned I could do that. But I pet a fox, so this game's pretty much an S tier. So
Got
yeah.
it. Makes sense. I was gonna put it right now for me. It's A tier. Like
Yeah.
actual ratings. I need the story to pick up a little bit more, but I know I'm doing side missions, so it's gonna go slower. So that's on me. And like we said, the one combat thing for me personally is I wish there was some type of lock on. Even though most games I don't use it very often.
Anyway, we're back. So what were we talking about? The side quests.
I don't remember.
I'm so sorry. All right, everyone, this episode's a fucking mess. Point is, Ghost of Tsushima is a really good game.
There's little things we would change, but
Yeah.
it's good. It's good.
Overall-
we need to see more of the story. I think. I was going over where I was with it right now.
Okay.
That like the side stories seem great. The side stuff, I wanted to see more. It's my fault it's going slow right now because I'm gonna do like all the side stuff. I'm having it. It feels to me kind of like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
So I'm glad you said that, because you know what it feels like more to me? It more feels like Far Cry as opposed to Assassin's Creed to me.
Well, I'm just saying like the way that it works. The main story of Brotherhood
Mm-hmm.
was very, very simple.
I loved it.
Oh, I did too. Brotherhood was one of my top 3 Assassin's Creed games, and I love the series. I have an Assassin's Creed tattoo, but that's besides the point. But like, the game took like some gameplay things from ones before it, and then kind of changed it and made it its own. And because it was Brotherhood, you were like building an army of assassins, which right now in this game you're building an army of people to storm the Mongolian fort.
Right.
There's little like checkpoints and stuff that you had to capture, which is basically now constant in all Assassin's Creed games, but they kind of changed it a bit. Well, this game has that. There's different areas you have to capture that are under Mongolian territory, and you got to capture it and get rid of them, and then it's yours.
Right.
Like, well, not yours, but like it's back to theirs. And like the side missions feel important enough to do, which I felt like they did in Brotherhood, because you would get things that matter. Like pretty much like the style, not the like actual gameplay style feels like Brotherhood,
Right.
but like all the surrounding aspects, how the story works and everything feels like Brotherhood, and I love Brotherhood, so I'm super about it.
That's fair. I mean, I think it's gonna end up going up in tiers for me right now. I'm still getting used to everything. So
It does throw a lot at you, especially seeing like the first mission, which is just you guys losing in the first battle against the Mongolians. it doesn't tell you a fucking thing really. It
No.
just says, go fucking figure it out. Go fight some things. Don't die, and then die.
The only other problem I had was I'm using a wired PS4 controller because I want to keep my DualShocks nice.
Because cheap, yeah.
Well, no, not cheap, but like because Sony's a dick. And I think I said it last time. That touchpad on that wired controller doesn't do a fucking thing.
Oh
so,
yeah, and this
so
game
like,
actually uses the touchpad
right.
for
a lot.
directions, a lot. Yeah.
So I was like, why can't I do the win thing? I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. So I had to go grab
Switch controllers and
So not a big deal, but that's why I want to keep them nice. So
Did you play anything else?
No,
Dragon Quest yet?
No, I'm still working on it. I didn't.
Okay.
We've been going long on this section for a bit.
Yeah,
so we should probably...
but the news is short. So
the news is short, so we got to pad it out. So Dragon Quest. No, I'm joking.
we don't have to pad it out. We have Q&As. We have to finish the one from last time, and we have a little bit of a new one.
We have new shit. Nobody. I'm like getting there. I'm like, ask me about my wiener. Come on, guys.
Ask me about my wiener.
So what do you want to start on?
I got that reference.
Yeah, I watched a movie once.
I watched a movie. There's actually a movie that both Kevin and I watched.
It's just
that's a miracle.
You're fucking like, why would I want to watch a movie when I could play a video game? Which is my issue with
play a video game when you can watch a movie.
Because that's just my preference. It's like, why do I want to make a YouTube video when I can stream?
All right, start with the news because I'm going to find the old questions real quick.
All right, so I'm going to start with the news. I'm going to go right down the list. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was apparently, well, not apparently, I love that kid.
Apparently.
Yeah, there's been rumors ever since the PS5 like was thought into somebody's head, like, is it going to be backwards compatible? Is it not? Is it going to play PS1, 2, 3, 4 games? Is it not? I was always kind of on the fence of like, look, if it's going to do backwards compatibility...
It's not going to.
Well, that's
I don't think
we're getting there, Aaron. God, fucking wait a second.
I was sorry.
It was going to do at least like up to 2, because PS3 is built like a dumbass. But according to Ubisoft, excuse me, Kevin, put on the thing, is apparently the PlayStation 5 is not going to be backwards compatible really at all what anyone was thinking. And we got into a discussion with a buddy of mine who was like trying to tell me like it's going to work. Like, remember when we said like as of July, these games will work on PS5 no matter what?
Yeah.
But then we were like, but I thought it was going to be backwards compatible with PS4. So wouldn't every game work? So apparently let's just read it out loud. Where does it? So it came from a Ubisoft support page, and it says the PS5 has been designed to play PS4 games, but we're going through the process with publishers and developing and testing that rather exhaustive library of over 4,000 games. So pretty much it's only going to play PS4 games, provided that they're allowed to be played, it sounds like. So really, it's not doing anything. It's going to do
sense to me.
It's going to do the thing Xbox is doing, where like, you know, this is just like a digital key to play this game.
Yeah.
Which I don't want. That's not backwards compatibility.
That's butthole compatibility.
Unless it came out like July of this year, then all those games are going to work no matter what. This just sounds like a fucking mess.
Yeah.
I don't
not a fan. I don't care. Honestly, at this point, I have all the systems, so literally, if I'm gonna play, I don't care. But I understand why it's annoying, especially seeing like early gens, everything was backwards compatible all the time. It felt like, and now nothing is.
Well, because now we have the internet, and the internet has caused like great things of like
internet's so good. Only use internet. Can't even sit on couch with friend.
Wow, we're gonna get canceled. So anyway,
why?
Because that was the most racist Asian accent I've ever heard in my life.
That wasn't an Asian accent. That was me just being stupid.
So now I'm racist. So anyway.
Cancel Kevin, guys, not me. Kevin thinks everything is racist Asians.
You said I was racist because I didn't like chocolate.
Yeah? What's your point?
Okay, so anyway. Here's the thing. Like,
I bet you like white chocolate, you racist bastard.
I don't, actually. So I thought I heard Anitra yelling in the background.
No, she's not here.
So like the internet's making a problem because like as like we could put more games on services, but now developers want to get their like grubby hands and be like, well, these are our rights and these are our rights. I miss hardware backwards compatibility when there was no internet. It was just like, yeah, game works. Fucking I don't know. Like, that's it. You know, like, we didn't have... It became somehow simpler without the internet, and I kind of miss that, so... I don't know what the hell this thing's going to play. I feel like last minute they're going to be like, nah, it plays everything. I don't know what you all heard. You know?
Last minute they're going to be like, it plays PS1 and PS3, but not PS2 and not PS5.
So there's another article right below it, which I wish I scrolled down more. Series X backwards compatibility and PS5, everything we need to know. Jesus, that sounds like a mess.
Well, while we're just talking about Sony, before you continue on that, since you're going to go read that, let's just talk about how Sony might be bringing more of their games to the PC.
Ooh, Aaron, transitions. I have nothing to say, honestly, other than I just want this fucking game to work. So, Aaron, go on.
I'm just kind of intrigued. Even though my computer's kind of starting to get outdated at this point, it still could probably run most of them on like low settings.
You know, it never gets outdated, Aaron, except for the fact they
console.
They do for 5 years. But go on.
Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. We're going to have my friend Chris on, and we're going to rant about all things gaming for an episode. It's going to be an episode of anger.
It's just the rant episode.
It's probably going to be like one of the evergreen contents of us just ranting about everything video game related. And the PC masturbation race.
Whoa, that's an original joke.
So original. I am what we call hilarious.
Welcome to the Comedy Zone, Population Aaron.
People who don't have the video didn't see I did a head motion between both of those things.
You did. So what the fuck are you talking
about? So yeah, games coming to PC. Like, I'd be excited. I mean, it would bring them more money. I understand why exclusives, because it makes people buy your system. But then after people buy your system, there's going to be people who don't. And then getting more money from the games, especially seeing most systems don't make you your money. It's the games that make you money now. So,
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't hate it. I'm not going to be one of those people who are like, I can't believe Sony would betray us by putting Horizon on the PC. No, I'm not that level, but I'm like, so like, what's the point of the system though if you're going to put every game on PC? Like,
I mean, but here's the thing, They haven't said it's going to be like the new exclusives. It's going to be stuff that's exclusive now that's already not going to be exclusive anymore because it's probably going to come to the PS5, which is still Sony exclusive but not PlayStation 4 exclusive. So why not put it in a bigger audience and make more money off of it for people who couldn't buy it because they only had an Xbox and a computer?
I mean, I guess, but like, isn't the whole point of an exclusive to sell your system? So like,
but when it's not selling your PS4, when nobody's buying the PS4 now because the PS5's out. Like, the sales are not going to really go up much. I mean, they're going to get sales, but they're not going to really be as much already. So now you're going to make more money from people who want to play the game. Because I know so many people who have an Xbox and a computer because they're dumb when they're interchangeable. But that's a whole different argument.
Right.
Who want to play games like God of War, Horizon, Last of Us, but they don't want to buy a Sony system. So when the PS5 comes out, if they want to backlog their PS4 and PS3 exclusives and put them on PC,
yes, the older stuff. I'm into the older stuff, but don't like put.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
fine.
I'm not saying like PS5. Don't have PS5 new games come out on the PC. Keep those as your exclusives, and then your old exclusives that are all PS4 and PS3 exclusives start putting out on PC. And one, you'll get the Sony fanboys that have a PC that'll buy it again, and two, you'll get the Xbox PC people who want to play it and haven't yet buying it, and you'll literally make so much more money.
The only thing that, like, kind of, not that I'm a graphical person, but like, doesn't that kind of like show off what PCs can do compared to consoles when you're like, look at the ultra wide support and the HDR, and like, your PS4 can't do that, and you're like, oh, so I played the worst version of this. Got it. Like,
well, yeah, that's the appeal of PC is it's $1 billion. It takes forever to get everything to work. But once you get it working, it's going to look better than any of the systems.
I will solely forever die on the hill that I'd rather have a console plug and play and work rather than fuck with settings.
Oh, no, me too.
I hate fucking with settings.
Like, again, the whole rant episode we're going to do eventually. My dude Chris, big PC gamer. He loves PCs, but even he's kind of dying out on it because, like, you get a new game and you have to mess with the settings. You have to mess with freaking BIOSes and other bullshit. and like go into different things and change things to get a game to work. And yeah, it's going to run at 120 frames plus per second and look beautiful comparative, but all the work you put in just played a little bit less quality.
Yeah, but like,
and
even like on
it's plug and play.
Even on Ultra, if I'm not looking side by side, I don't see that big of a difference for me to be like, I'm a jizz over this. Like, it's still hair, it's still water. Like, I get what it's supposed to be. Like, you know,
I'm with you. And that's what we talked about too. Is like he can see the difference below 60 frames per second, but he said like anyone who says above 60 frames per second they can see a difference without it side by side is a fucking liar.
Yeah, no, I stand by that too. Like, don't tell me I can tell the difference between 60 and 90 and 120. Like, I don't believe you at all.
Side by side, yeah, sure, you can.
But like, why do you need it to be that fast? Why? Like, what else?
Which is kind of funny that I'm going to bring this up. For games like Dark Souls or games like MLB The Show, where it's very input, like your timing matters. Those are the type games where it matters. But for like games that I play most of the time, even though I play MLB The Show, like JRPGs that are turn-based combat,
you don't need that.
You could play that at 30 frames per second and it's not going to make a difference.
No.
So it does depend on what games you play, but I get it. But like, I agree. Plug and play for me will always be better than having to mess with a million things to make it work.
So that'll do it.
You have anything else to say about backwards compatibility? You were looking at that article.
No, it honestly, it's nothing else we haven't talked about. It seems like more of a mess than I'm willing to put up with.
That's fair.
I don't have a PS1 because I have two systems that do that. But honestly, if anything else, it makes me want to get a PS1 just so I know that plays PS1 games, and that is what that is good for. Like,
well, that's why I have my PS2 for. Plays PS1,
yeah, well, I have that games too, but I feel like I'm gonna get to an age one day where I'm like, I don't remember what system plays what. You know,
basically,
yeah.
So, everything plays its own game, and that's it.
I mean, honestly, it works. Speaking of things that work, bad transitions.
109 games coming to Xbox Series X.
Okay, I guess we'll do that one. All right. Where is that? Okay. Rumored list confirms. Oh, this is okay, I have it right here. It's the one that has the chart.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so apparently we always...
What is smart delivery? Purchase on Xbox One. Oh, okay. It moves it up. Yes. Okay, got it.
So we do rag on Xbox a lot, but it's because me and Aaron care.
Yeah, I mean, if they do stuff right, I'm going to give them credit. Right. It's just a lot of times they don't.
Stop moving your head. I'm trying to resize you all the time.
Oh, sorry. So we're looking on... So I have the two screens. You're on this screen and my stuff's on this screen, so I moved over a little bit to look at that screen.
It's fine. I'm resizing you. But Aaron, fill it in while we're...
Fill it in. I'm going to fill it in. I'm filling it in. Filling it in.
Right,
filling it in.
So we shit on... we do shit on Xbox a lot for not having games, but there's 109 games that will be available for the first day you have an Xbox One X. Problem is, I'm looking at these, a lot of them don't look like exclusives.
No, so these aren't even like... So actually, these aren't... Now that you look at the list, these aren't even the ones that are like going to be out day one.
Oh, because it says different. TBA.
Yeah, these are just the games that are confirmed coming to the Xbox X, so it's even less of a list to care about.
Wow. All right, so this is fun. I'm looking at...
There are some cool things, though.
Oh, so the first-party games, people who are just listening can see it, but the ones that are bold are the exclusives. So I see 1,
As Dusk
2,
Falls.
3, 4, 5,
there's a
6.
little...
I see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, 11, it's kind of hard to see because did you 11. Get? Ooh, they're coming out with a Gears Tactics game. I'll get that.
Oh, that's been. Oh, you know what? I want to play that Gears Pop game on phones. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I like tactic games. Like, I think I'm the only person in the world who really liked Halo Wars.
No, I think that was popular on PC more though. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to tell. Some of these green ones that are
the smart
bolded.
I'm still confused what smart delivery is, other than like.
All it means is you don't have to buy the game a second time. You get like a digital copy. Yeah. I'm assuming it's digital. Like if you bought the game and you have the game on your Xbox,
it's a $10 upgrade. I think it is.
Is it $10? I thought it said no additional cost. Will you have smart delivery letting users who have purchased play on Xbox Series X at no additional cost?
Okay. Okay, so we have a couple of those.
There's a bunch of those.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Blood Bowl 3. You might like Blood Bowl. Have you ever played those?
Never heard of it.
So picture like football with monsters, but a lot of it is like dice rolls.
Oh, okay. I do know that. I do know that.
Cool
I would
shit
probably
like
try that.
What else do we have? Chris Tales. Why
17,
is my Facebook going off?
18, 19.
Right.
So right now there's 19 confirmed Xbox One X or Xbox Series X exclusives.
Yeah. Ooh, Doom Eternal. I wonder if that'll look like an Xbox Series X.
19, huh?
Yeah.
Probably more than they had the whole last.
Aaron, just so you know,
What?
Fortnite is going to be there day one.
Day one?
Day one.
That's not going to
bro.
come out later?
No, Fortnite's ready to go, bro.
That's impressive. I feel bad for everyone who bought Marvel Avengers on these last gen systems because it's coming out not on smart delivery.
So that's what's shitty is like, I'm not a Destiny guy, but I remember like Destiny 1 came out and like it had like a year on old consoles. And then it got re-released, and I was like, "So does your stuff carry over?
Nope.
Do you have to buy it again?" Like, and then it didn't at first, and then they did. It's like, wow, this is shitty. Like, that was bad. Like that's like weird with online games that like they're carrying over. I'm like, how does it? Hopefully they figured it out with Fortnite. They seem smart about that. But honestly, Overcooked All You Can Eat. Oh shit, is that a third game?
Fortnite will carry over because it's all based on your online account,
right?
Your Epic account.
Well, so did Destiny, but they were like, "Fuck you," I guess.
Yeah, well, they were dumb the way they had it all saved. Like Fortnite, you can literally like it saves to your account as long as you like connect to an Epic account online.
So there's a shitload of stuff for you to play like when you get your Xbox One.
There is a decent amount of games that are going to be out day one, but nothing that I care about.
It's not that I don't care, but again, I'm looking at these and a lot of these.
None of them are exclusives.
Right, and I know we were just talking about the PC thing, but like, you do need exclusives to sell your system.
Yeah, like Gears 5 is like the launch exclusive I'm seeing.
Yeah, like I don't.
Halo Infinite was delayed.
Yeah, it was.
Psychonauts is until 2021.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's a game called Scorn that's going to be a launch exclusive.
Scorn.
No idea what it is. Tell me why it's a launch exclusive. I don't know what it is.
I don't know, man. I'm not super into like most of these things, but at least you'll have stuff to play.
I'm gonna be real. I'm taking the Kevin approach this gen. I'm waiting till the re-release of the systems, basically the first update system, and by then there should be new games out and stuff that I care about. I have enough backlog games for my PS4 alone, let alone any other systems I have. That I'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'll be fine. I'm not gonna miss out.
No, I really gotta wait on next gen. I do want a PS5, but.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going PS5 when I get it, but like I won't get it until 2021 some point at the earliest.
So even worse is like now that I have this Game Pass machine, and I was saying it before, I don't remember if this got on camera or not, but like I kind of want an Xbox Series X just for Game Pass still.
Yeah, but like won't a lot of the stuff early on still be on the Xbox One?
Yeah, I'm probably not going to get a Series X until one, I want to make sure it's not a fridge. Two, just not yet, but like I kind of like the idea of Game Pass still. Like, it makes me want an Xbox Series X more.
So basically, Kev's making a bad decision. Do you know what else is a bad decision? Having a game on the Stadia only.
Hold the fuck on! No,
that transition was great, bro.
Oh, God, I hate you so much. So yes, there is a brand new Bomberman game for everyone that loves Bomberman, and you can play it right now on the greatest, not even a console of all time. The Stadia. This is just kind of I threw this in here because this is kind of like a gag article because I know people love Bomberman. I haven't played Super Bomberman R enough, but Super Bomberman R Online is now exclusive. We fucking said it, guys. Exclusive on Stadia only.
Stadia is gonna win the console war, guys.
Essentially, it's the updated version of the Switch game, so it's pretty much the same, but it has a battle royale mode. So it's not even a full game. It's just a mode on Stadia. Okay. I mean, the thing is, like, when I looked at like battle royale games, like Bomberman is one that I always like thought would be a great concept for a game.
That's fair.
But I'm really upset that it's coming to Stadia.
Stadia exclusive.
How many people?
Speaking of battle royale games,
it doesn't even say how many players will get. Oh, 64 players.
64.
That's not bad. I can live with that. But that means I have to get a Stadia, and I'm just not. Is this a video of it? Hold on, Todd. No, the video on the GameSpot article. They couldn't even be bothered to put a video. They put top new video games out on Switch, PS4, Xbox One all this month.
Wow.
That's the video article that goes with it. Look, man, Stadia, just let it go. Google, it's not working out for you, guy.
Yeah, invest in something else. But speaking of Battle Royale games, Fortnite did something cool.
We're just done with that, huh?
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Stadia, dude. But Fortnite did something cool.
Yes,
I'm sure by now everyone's heard about Chadwick Boseman, who passed away. Rest in peace.
Yes. The nicest person on earth.
As it definitely made a difference. Like, he's done a lot. He's played a lot of iconic roles. Apparently he's played iconic roles while dealing with cancer, which alone is insane.
Yeah.
But Fortnite did a little monument and added a Black Panther statue.
I got on screen for those watching the video, and that
which
is cool, man.
I think that's really awesome. He definitely deserves that plus more. I don't want to dwell on it too much because we usually try not to bring down the mood, but it definitely was worth mentioning.
Well, we're not bringing down the mood because you know what we can bring up the mood because that guy is a goddamn hero. Like
he is,
and I guess he didn't really tell anybody he was having colon cancer.
No, dude. Like I'm sure, like certain people, obviously his family and others. I'm sure people like that he worked with, certain ones knew and stuff. But it was definitely like a well-guarded secret. Like he was very big on. Don't let anything hold you back. If you're going to do something, do it.
Yeah.
Be fucking great, people.
They're saying that it wasn't in response to his passing and they were already planning it. I don't believe you.
I don't believe that at all.
No, this is cool, man. Like, it's just a nice thing Fortnite did, whether or not it was planned or not. And that statue looks dope.
I bet you it was planned because this season is all Marvel. But I bet you it wasn't planned because, like, they don't just randomly release stuff new on the map. Like, I'm sure it was planned for a future update, but they brought it early because of what happened.
Yeah. So, listen, I'm not a movie guy. It's not new.
Have you seen Black Panther?
I have not, but I wanted to see it.
It's really good. I was really impressed, honestly. It was really, really
Is
good.
it more than 2 hours long?
I don't think so. I think it's around that mark. It didn't feel like it was very long.
So what? Like the reason I just don't watch a lot of the Marvel movies is because I like superheroes, but like they're all so long. Like 2 hours is my limit of a movie. Like
that's fair.
Watching the first Avengers, I was like, can this fucking end? Like, please. It was like two and a half.
It's really good. Everyone in that movie does an amazing job at acting. You really see both sides. The good and bad guy, you really can, like... I wouldn't say, like, we can connect, because neither of us grew up that way.
No.
But you can understand their motivations. It's not just an evil guy for the heck of being evil. Like, he has real motivations. You can get behind and understand why he does what he does. You may not agree with it, but you can understand why.
Well, you're the one that always says a good heel is somebody that has motivations, you know?
Yeah, there has to be a reason. There's very few people, and even the people who are evil, there's no one who's evil just for the sake of being evil. Something made them that way. There's some type of motivation that they get from being evil. No one's just evil for like, mwahaha. So it is kind of funny.
You clearly don't know me very well then, do you? I'm evil just for the lulz.
You're way too nice to be evil.
I am. Some people would disagree. I made fun of somebody on Twitter and they blocked me. So, I don't know, man.
Dog, you're basically Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls.
Can I at least be Blossom?
No, you're Bubbles. You're nice and sweet, and you're like, I'm a tough guy too, but you're not. You're just a cute little Bubbles.
One day, I'll have friends that like me, you know?
What's wrong with Bubbles? Bubbles is awesome. Also voiced by the amazing Tara Strong, who's wonderful.
Strong. The greatest character she ever played, Pinkie Pie, you know? My Little Pony.
Shut up.
What's wrong with My Little Pony, motherfucker?
I know nothing about it.
Yeah, you don't want to.
The only thing I know about it are the scary people that take it too far and make pony porn.
So I'm gonna go on a little story since we brought up Tara Strong. This must have been 2012, where a friend of mine started watching My Little Pony, and I was like, "Fucking why?" And he's like, "No, it's actually not like that bad of a show. Like, it's kind of, it's kind of cute, but like, once you get past that exterior, like, the show's actually pretty good. I was like, shitting on it. He's like, just give it a shot. And I said the stupid thing of, I guess the ponies are kind of cute. Which to one of my other friends went, ha, Kev likes My Little Pony. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go fucking all in with this. I started buying shirts. I started watching the show. I had a shirt that I bought a size too small that said like brony on it. It was like a pony flexing. Like, I was like watching the show because I could like talk about it in front of him. And he was getting so fucking annoyed with me. I was like, what? I thought you said I liked the show. I love the show, man. It's fucking great. You should watch it. It's great. And I annoyed the shit out of him. And I never ever broke character, no matter who the fuck I was around, because I didn't want anyone to know that, like, oh, Kev's fucking with us. Like, it took me, like, a year. I watched 3 seasons of that show just to fucking annoy somebody, and it was so worth it. And
Kev can't watch a movie for 2 hours, but he'll watch 3 seasons of a show to screw us.
So when me and Tina were started dating, like, I wasn't breaking character. I don't fucking know this girl yet. So her mom got me a My Little Pony coloring book. I colored the fuck out of it, and the picture is still on their fucking fridge. And I was 20.
Oh my god!
But let me tell you, I got
I said Tina must really care for you. She dealt with that shit.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. When you go that deep undercover, you learn things. You get too deep, man. You started exploring the weird ass bronies that you were talking about. People are fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, have you ever heard?
I have nothing against people who like the show. I have nothing against people who are actual bronies, but like the people who take it too far and make like all the fucking weird pornos.
I wanna
Sonic porn and shit.
I wanna look this up, but I literally gag when I think of it. Oh, hold on. There's something called the Brony like cum project, and this dude is just like jizzing in a jar, and he has like a statue of Rainbow Dash in it, and I showed it to my buddy at work. He's like, what the fuck is going on with people? And I'm like, it's too weird, man. I went too deep.
If you want to like shit, but don't be fucking idiots.
Well, that's the thing. So like, fandoms ruin things, and like, you know this, Aaron. Wrestling fans are like my biggest like frenemies right now. We're like, I want to be a part of wrestling, but man, some people just take it too fucking seriously, man.
It's just everything, dude.
Everything has its own like even video games. I honestly, you know what? When we get into the PlayStation Xbox debate, I really thought video games had it the fucking worst. Like, man, they're just plastic boxes, guys. But then, like, I grew up and I learned about car guys and fucking Fords versus Chevys. I'm like, dude, they're just fucking cars. God, and then now it's like wrestling. I'm like, you could like two things. It's possible. It's okay.
No,
like,
it's not possible, bro.
Holy
not at all.
shit, man. Like, so anyway, that's a little tangent about my undercover experience.
More ranting we can do later on in the rant episode.
We're going long in this episode, but we're fucking doing it. Aaron, get us to a new topic before I die. Save the Mario for last, though.
Speaking of, well, we only have one other thing left.
What's left?
Kev, the Marvel.
No, we have the Xbox thing.
What Xbox thing?
The Series S.
Who cares? It's it's not official. We'll just skip it for now.
It's all right. Whatever.
Fine. I don't care about it.
Okay.
I don't even really care about Marvel yet. I want to see more of the game before I really talk about it because I don't know.
Then let's not. We don't have to.
Okay, that's cool. Let's go to Mario.
Let's go to Mario.
Mario's dope.
All right, look. We need to get Sonic here for some Avengers talk. But
I love and hate this whole Mario thing.
Why do you hate it? Because you hate Mario.
Release.
Oh, I thought you just meant you hate Mario and you hate fun. That's fine. From what I understand, or the rumor, is that the bundle will only be limited, but you'll still be able to buy them.
Buy the games separate?
Individually, but I'm like, that's weird, but okay, whatever.
We'll have to see, because they've never said that. I don't believe that until it happens.
The physical is definitely going to be limited.
See, I can understand, like, if they do the physical with, like, a special thing as like a limited thing, but then the digital, you just keep the same. Yeah. There's no reason to do a limited digital release.
Right, but it's also fucking Nintendo, and they do that all the time. So,
Nintendo's smart.
Yeah, all right. So, headlining the announcement of the re-release of Mario, the collection will arrive on the 18th of September, a day before I get married, mind you. But it will
Wedding gift, wink, wink.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting it for myself. But will be removed from sale at the end of March. So it's going. So it is going away at the end of March.
Yeah.
Why?
again, it'll be removed the 3-pack, so maybe they'll re-release it as like this is a 35th anniversary special. But that doesn't make sense because they didn't do that with like All-Stars or anything. So why would 3D All-Stars be any different?
So well, that's the thing. So somebody was like, I don't know what the fuck all you Nintendo haters. This is Twitter, so I have to do it in my Twitter voice. What the fuck you haters are mad about? Nintendo put out the Mario All-Stars limited edition on the Wii. It's like you all have short-term memory problems or something. Like, dude, that was when the fucking Wii, Nintendo and the internet and the Wii didn't do it. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
That was a rare collection release. We have the fucking eShop now, and it actually works. Why not just leave it on there? Like,
yeah. It'd make them more money in the long run because I don't know if I'll have the money to be able to buy it in that like that time frame.
Honestly,
because I'm in school this whole time.
Yeah, the only thing that's gonna prevent me from getting it is I gotta check my GameCube Sunshine disc. If that works, I won't buy this. Because
that's fair.
Not that I would ever do this, but like Mario 64 emulates perfectly. Like 64 emulation's weird, but like that's the one game every emulator works with.
Emulation.
So, not
I would not do such a thing.
I would never do that. But if I, was corrupted and I did that and I was like an evil person. But my real rule in emulation is if you're providing a legal way, to play the game, I won't emulate it. Because you're doing your part to put the game out there.
Yeah.
That's the least I can do. But if you're going to take it the fuck away from me, go fuck yourself. That's also my rule. Alright, so other than that, it looks cool. Actually, another thing I want to talk about. Why isn't 64 widescreen? And like, modders did it. Why can't Nintendo do that?
If it's cheap enough, I'll get it because it'd be cool to have. But if it's not, then I'm not gonna like lose sleep over it.
No. So, hey, the Mario thing. So the biggest thing I take out of it is that 3D collection's cool. I
also want the new Wii U Mario game. Not new, but you know what I mean.
Oh, the 3D World. Look, 3D World's fun, and like you can have a good time playing with somebody. But once you play it, it's not as replayable.
90% of Mario games, in my opinion, aren't replayable. The old ones are the only ones that I find actually replayable.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah. I haven't gone back and played it, so I can't, disagree.
Like pretty much anything from 64 and newer,
right.
I just feel like majority of them are just not very replayable.
All right.
Make a note about the time because it's Q&A time.
Oh.
Q&A time. Q&A time. Q&A. Kev's gotta put music for the Q&A. Q&A.
I did it last time.
Q&A time. Hey, we're doing Q&A. Q&A.
I did it last time. I don't know if you noticed.
I did. I actually looked for it. I was like, I wonder if he actually did it. And he did. He did it. He did it. He did it. Hooray!
Hell yeah. All right.
Oh, sorry. I was getting into a Dora the Explorer mood.
I mean, you gotta just...
All right. So let's finish up the questions we had from like 6 weeks ago.
All right.
Actually, how long have we ran? I'm actually just curious. Like, where are we?
We're
at?
We
have a little bit.
It's like hour and 23 we're at right now.
Oh yeah, we're fine then.
Okay.
It'll be a little bit longer episode again. You have like probably about 2 to 3 minutes to cut because of
my stupid
you
ass.
being a disgusting, horrible person.
That seems
right.
so aggressive, but okay.
This is the good question from JR. Not this week's shitty question, but his good question from forever ago. He has 3 actually. What TV show would make great video games?
What TV show would make great video games?
Yeah.
Um,
If done well, which I doubt because nothing's ever done well anymore in life because 2020. Supernatural. Supernatural, there's so many different things that they could take from and like it would be dope, honestly.
how creative am I allowed to get? Because I have an idea, but
you want.
You're gonna be all right.
This is all like off the top of your head. Like, just do it. Go for it.
All right. So hoarders, it's just cleaning shit out and fucking getting rid of people's stuff. There's a mini game where like you go to collect stuff, but if you run into the homeowner, you have to do like a mini game convincing them you don't need this half bottle of Mountain Dew filled with cat piss. Like you don't need it. And then you have to do like a conversational mini game of like, but I need the cat piss. The cat piss is cat piss, Jeff. You don't need it. Like shit like that. What else am I watching right now? I'm trying to think of games of like,
that would actually be amazing. I would buy that. $20, I would buy that.
I would do a Gotham third-person shooter. So, like, not
That'd be
Batman,
interesting.
but you play as Gordon. And like,
That'd actually be interesting.
Yeah, it's a third-person shooter, but you can't kill. That's illegal. What else would I do? I'm trying to think of other shows we've recently watched.
I've only watched some animes, and most of the animes I've watched recently all have games, so
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Baby Metal Concert.
Yeah, dude, it's not a TV show, but if we can make like a baby metal rock band,
Okay. It's just baby metal. So rock band, baby metal. Okay, easy.
yeah, like they did with Green Day, Queen, Beatles. Did they do a Queen one? They didn't do a Queen one.
Yes.
I don't think they did. I think it was just Beatles, Green Day. I think they randomly did something like Aerosmith or something like that.
They did Aerosmith, Metallica, 80s. Who cares? What other shows? Fuck, there's got to be another show I'm watching. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with my Hoarders one.
Dude, that was solid. I enjoyed that. That
I'm
was a good one.
I'm rolling with that.
That was a good one. Don't ever say you're not creative because that was great.
That was off the top of my head too.
Favorite SummerSlam event?
Event? What do you mean by event? Like what year?
Yeah.
Listen,
I don't have one because I don't know the years or SummerSlams, honestly.
Well, here's the thing that I'm gonna go with the two that stick into my mind. I'm bad at years. I took it like from 2007 to like 2018 to stop watching wrestling. But here's what will forever stick in my mind because I love them. The fact that Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio fought over the custody of a child in a ladder match, and nobody thought that was weird. Like
that's normal to me. Makes sense.
I mean, my favorite part now is that like Dominic's like competing now, and they keep saying like
cool.
They're like Rey Mysterio and his son. I'm like, guys, it's Eddie's son. I thought we went over this. Like, come on, stop. Why are we retconning this? So, you know, it's crazy. That and then HBK versus Hulk Hogan. When
that's fair.
Shawn Michaels oversold the fuck out of everything because he was so pissed at Hogan.
And his last question is, are you voting for James Ronick for champion?
What the fuck? Who?
That's him. He wrestles as James Ronick, and I'll send you some links. He's the one I told you that's doing these Instagram like TV type videos that are really funny.
Who's he competing against for the championship?
I don't even know.
Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
There hasn't been wrestling recently in Ohio. So
he seems like a good guy, and I'll base it solely off that.
So yes, he's voting for you. I'm not because you've been mean to me lately.
Wow, you gotta have more. You gotta have more Q&A than that, Aaron.
Oh, I do. I was just saying those were his three right there.
Okay.
So there's that. But yeah, I'm gonna send you those links. Well, we have like 6 hours left. Chill.
Okay. Cool.
Which is better, Pokemon or Digimon? I told you we were going back to this.
Pokemon.
No.
Yep. Standing by
reasoning. Give me a reasoning.
Pokemon is actually good. Digimon was created solely to compete against Pokemon. The games are fun. Everyone talks about those. Nobody talks about Digimon games, so clearly
that's a
they're
lie.
better. I don't know anybody that
recently Digimon gets way better games. Like the games have been way better, and people talk about how much better they are.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I've never played a Digimon game.
You need to. They're really good.
I am just solely going off one thing. Pokemon better gameplay. Digimon better fucking theme song.
So here's where I'm gonna go. Anime, even though like as a kid I watched Pokemon more, the Digimon anime is way better. Pokemon movies are way better. Pokemon games are more consistent, but today Digimon games I think are better because like they're a little bit, I wouldn't say darker, but kind of darker, and like some of the more recent Digimon games are basically legit JRPGs where you get a party and it's turn-based combat. But like not the way Pokemon is, more like a Final Fantasy X type combat, which is really cool. I dig that. Yeah, I don't know. It's a toss-up. I'd go Pokemon 2 overall, personally.
Yeah.
But I can see the argument for Digimon. It's not as clear-cut as Kevin's trying to make it.
No, honestly, I can't give a fair opinion if I'm being honest.
Yeah, like honestly, it's a lot closer, but I definitely think Pokemon overall is better. Plus, it made way more money, and it's more of a cultural phenomenon than Digimon ever was. So
right. So there's that.
Have
Have you ever heard of the rapper Stitches? By the way,
No.
You want to laugh? Let's talk about like just do this after on your own term. This guy is the biggest like schmuck I've ever seen in my life. You got to do some research. He has a song called Molly Cyrus, and I'll just let you think about that.
Okay. He's a clown. He's Stitches the Clown, like the killer in the movie Stitches the Clown.
Sick.
It's a great movie. It's hilarious watching.
Sick.
All right, on to the next level. The next page of questions I have. For both of us, thoughts on wrestlers being pushed because of their relatives. I'm not going to go over this. This is all you.
All I can say is nepotism exists in every part of the world. That you've seen guys. I wasn't even watching at the time, but like Ted DiBiase Jr. wasn't exactly great. Curtis Axel, he was great, but he wasn't pushed because of his dad. It doesn't necessarily set you on a course for success, but it can get you in the door. And then I will say, nepotism sucks if it's done wrong. But like, if you have a way to get in, it's up to you after that to prove yourself.
I was gonna say 9 out of 10 times people think it's that when really it's yes that opened the door for them, but then they worked really hard. Like a lot of people are sick of Charlotte Flair because she's in the main event and she's there all the time. But
she's good.
She's good and
She's
she
good.
works hard as hell. And sometimes people don't see how hard these people work behind the scenes and they give them crap and they're like, but they don't understand how hard they're working. And that's my thing. Like, I know Kev's not a fan of Charlotte Flair because she's too much in everything and he's sick of it.
Well, it's not like, again, I recognize that she is good. I will never take that away from her. She's great. It's just like, it's WWE's problem of using the same 10 people every week when they have a ginormous roster.
Yeah.
Like there are people, like, the women's title scene for a time was like, if you're not one of the 4 horsewomen, go fuck yourself. So, like, that kind of sucks for everyone who's like, I think Naomi should be women's champion. She should have been for, actually, no, I take that back. She's got a shitty finisher. But beyond that, like, she's wonderful. Use her. You can change her finisher, but use her. Like, I will say, there's a severe lack of good finishers in WWE right now. Like, well.
Next question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Power Rangers team and why?
I'm going to be honest, I've only watched the original Power Rangers. And
Same. So they're my favorite. And it's because they're the only ones I've watched.
I'll die on this fucking hill. The Red Ranger's cooler than the White Ranger will ever be. Go on.
Yellow Ranger for life.
Listen, Kimberly. End of discussion. Moving on.
We weren't talking about wrestling, bro.
No, I'm talking about the...
See what I did there? See what I did there?
Puns! No, I'm talking about Pink Ranger, sir.
Let's see. This one's for me.
All right.
Did you ever consider changing your wrestling gimmick to Kylo A. Ren?
No. Don't do that. I
lost it.
No,
I lost it when I read that the first time. That was freaking hilarious to me.
All right, here's what you really should do since you're on your baby metal kick. I'm really thinking you should go full Baby Aaron. Being honest. Yeah.
Shut up.
No, do Baby Aaron.
Shut up.
Oh, I hate you so much. Just wear
Dog,
black
leather
skirts.
took a bath. You just took a bath. I'm not picking you up.
Dude,
You're
think about it. Black leather skirts for you. You know, a lot of chains. You could look like a Kingdom Hearts character and a BDSM character. Or, like I just said, you could just look like a Kingdom Hearts character because it's the same thing.
Oh, you are soaked. They did not dry you well.
Well, you know, you did your best.
Sorry. They
Yes.
just gave her a bath and she is soaked still and she wants to be held. If you could have your ideal title holders on Raw and SmackDown, who would they be? Open-ended question.
I already have my ideal of Drew McIntyre on Raw. Big, sexy Scottish Drew. I've been pushing for him since he came back. And I called it. I was like, he's going to be champ. And then
No.
Whoa,
you're not
doggo.
barking.
It was my ideal champ. I've been pushing for him. I think he's going to be a fucking great champ. I just feel really, really badly that there's no crowds. Because he deserves better. He really does. Am I going every title or just world titles?
Just do world titles.
All
We're already running kind of long.
Yeah,
We're getting near the end of the questions now.
right. SmackDown, I don't want to sound like a total hypocrite because I think heel Reigns is a good idea. The Fiend, but they keep misusing him. So, AJ Styles. I'm gonna go back to that. There's that. And then NXT, Karrion Kross. Honestly,
Works for me.
Well, it was good, but he just separated his shoulder, so he already had to relinquish it.
That sucks.
Actually, let me take it back. If Drew McIntyre is going to get replaced, Keith Lee. Whoop, whoop.
That's funny that you said that because the next question is Dream WrestleMania match involving Keith Lee.
Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre. Fucking hit it. Nay.
There you go.
Nay. Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar. Book it.
I actually would want that. Like, I think that
God.
would actually be really, like, Brock Lesnar carrying versus Keith Lee would be amazing.
There's that, and I really want to see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, because I really think Bobby Lashley is underutilized.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I skipped, like, one or two questions
Whatever.
because there's stuff I don't want to talk about, honestly.
That's fine. Don't even bring it up then. I never would have known.
Well, I'm letting you know because I want to let the people know. If I skipped your question,
Oh.
it's nothing personal.
AEW MJF, thank you.
What?
AEW MJF.
Oh, it's nothing personal, guys. It's just certain things that I don't/can't talk about right now.
Cool.
And then the last question, we're ending this on a real high note. From JR, his newest question, which is only for you, Kevin.
Oh, fuck.
Why does Aaron hate JR so much?
Aaron hates JR because Aaron knows in the deepest, darkest depths of his soul, he'll never match JR. Have you seen JR? He's handsome. He's good looking. He's all the thing Aaron is, but like a smidge better. It must be. I can picture it now. Aaron sitting there, like wishing he could just get that 0.1% better, just to reach him out. Aaron would rather be leagues below JR to know I'll never reach that, but I'm going to work for it one day. It's only just that 0.1% where Aaron's there, but JR kicks him in the balls every time. And I get it. That's almost worse. And you know what, Aaron? You're doing your best, and one day, you'll be better than JR, but you're fucking not. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, there you go, JR. You got like 4 questions on this podcast, and you even got your wee stroked a little bit.
Ha! Penises.
Penises. Just what this entire podcast is about. Penises.
Yeah, isn't it?
But I think that's all for today.
I gotta poop.
This episode is coming out a little late because I decided we should wait for the Nintendo thing. That's the 100% only reason why. I
wouldn't look into it anything beyond that.
But appreciate you guys listening. If you're still here enjoying us, this is episode 7. 7? Wow, we've been doing this for almost 2 months, Kev. 2 months. Can you believe it?
Yeah, we should call it to an end before it gets old. You know.
Yeah, I'm sick of it. We're done. Last episode ever. But actually, it's not. So don't please unsubscribe. Keep subscribing and loving us. If you haven't yet, it'd be really, really dope if you could rate and review us on Apple, if you have Apple, or whatever type of rating and reviewing you can do. It helps us out a lot. If you guys want, we could read reviews during the intro or outro.
I will only read 5 and 1-star reviews, no in between.
Only read 5 stars and 1-star reviews, nothing else.
Oh wait, that might make people write 1 stars.
Yeah.
I will only read 5 stars. Stroke our dicks a little bit.
Anyways, for real though, if you guys could just rate and review. If you guys are interested in us reading reviews, let us know. We can do that. If you have any like recommendations, any like ideas you want us to do, we're open to all that shit. We are not perfect. We know we're not perfect. We are the farthest thing from perfect. We are basically the worst things ever. So, if you have ideas to make us a little less worse, because English hard, let us know.
We can have more of Aaron's definitely racist Asian accents. That's fine.
Oh my God, I'm so sick of you. You're the racist that thinks any accent that's not Americanized is Asian.
First of all, I speak American fluently. Thank you, because I live here in America.
I speak American.
Yeah. That's a lie. I also speak Australian, English, and British. Thank you.
English and British. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sick of Kevin.
You're welcome.
If you want more of dumb racist Kevin,
Wow, don't do that. Don't call it that.
If you want more of Kevin, you can check him out on his racist Twitch channel.
Fucking goddamn it. Don't.
All right, I'm done. Kevin's not racist. I'm just being a dick. Twitch.tv/ConsoleKev or Twitch.tv/Aaron Norman93. Check us out. We got Twatters too. His is Console Kev. Mine's just Aaron Norman. Not just Aaron Norman. Twitter/Aaron Norman. Yeah. And I'm on Instagram for the same thing. And follow Frenemy Fire on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be making a Facebook page within the next week, so we will have a Facebook page soon.
Right when I've gotten Facebook off my phone, of course you would.
Well, you can probably get the Pages app and just run the Facebook page, and then you don't ever have to see Facebook again.
Fine.
Thank you guys.
Billy
I think that's
will
it.
do his best.
Kev sucks. Peace.